Toastmaster Vijayakumar is delivering a speech from level 5 of presentation mastery path. The project he is doing is prepare to speak professionally. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing and presenting a longer speech. The duration for typical speeches in Toastmasters is 5 to 7 minutes, whereas this speech duration is 18 to 22 minutes. I wish him all the best. Back to you, Toastmaster.
The title of Toastmaster Vijayakumar is Vipassana Meditation by Experience. Toastmaster Vijayakumar, Vipassana Meditation.
Thank you. Several years ago, I attempted to reach a destination. There are many paths to the destination, and it's a very long and tough journey. Hard work, perseverance, determination can only take anyone to the destination. I tried one path. Few days passed. After that, I got stuck. I have no clue, no guidance, didn't know how to proceed, confused, so I stopped it. There was the gap of few years. Then I again tried through another path. Few days passed, again stopped, confused, didn't know how to proceed, no guidance, then stopped. I read some articles, books, magazines, tried to watch some videos, interviews, but it created more and more confusion, didn't get enough clarity how to proceed. Good evening, Toastmasters, and yes, I'm talking about my journey on meditation. When I was seeking more and more clarity, I came to know about Vipassana meditation. Luckily, I was looking for a right break to take up a course in Vipassana centers. I took a 10-day meditation course at Dhammasetu in Chennai last month. For next 20 minutes, I want to share my experience, give some history, background, and my experience for the 10 days. And then answer any questions you might have. Let me start with the history. About 2500 years ago, Gautama Buddha attained enlightenment. He used Vipassana meditation to reach enlightenment. He attained enlightenment at the age of 40 years. And till the day he passed, when he was at 80, he passed away. Till the day he passed, he started teaching. He was teaching Vipassana meditation to the world. Initially, he started with people in India. As people started seeing more and more benefits of the meditation, Vipassana meditation technique, more and more people from all other countries have come to India to get trained in Vipassana meditation directly from Gautama. Once Gautama Buddha passed at the age of 80, his appointed teachers continued the teaching of Vipassana meditation to many people around the world. After a few centuries, these teachers tweaked the meditation technique a bit here and there. They brought in some changes to the meditation. They brought in some improvements to the meditation. All these changes, improvements, tweakings have reduced the purity of the Vipassana meditation. Not only in India, but most of the countries, most of the teachers have done that. Because of that, the benefits what people were deriving out of Vipassana meditation technique have come down. People started losing the hope on the Vipassana meditation. But in only one country, the purity of the Vipassana meditation technique was preserved through multiple generations, multiple lives, year after year. It was preserved as it was taught by government. That country is none other than Burma. Last century, right, around 1950-55, there was a very successful, very young businessman by name Satyanarayana Goenka. He was born and brought up in Burma, but he is from an Indian business family. His grandfather migrated from Rajasthan of India to Burma several years ago, probably 2 centuries ago, and he set up business in Burma and has been successful. Satyanarayana Goenka has been extremely successful at a very young age, even in his early 20s. All this success have made him heads of many posts in Burma. business associations, communities, religious groups, etc. So much of success. Pride posts have brought a lot of pride into Goenka's mind. All these have added so much of stress into his life. At one point in time, he developed severe migraine in his head. He consulted doctors in Burma, but there was no permanent remedy. He consulted renowned doctors across the world, but there was no permanent cure. Doctors prescribed a lot of medicine, but nothing could help him out to solve them. At one point in time, doctors prescribed morphine as a temporary relief. They clearly told Goenka, this is a temporary relief. You have to take the drug morphine to cure your mind, to get some temporary relief. Goenka started taking morphine. But after a certain time, there was no permanent remedy yet. At one point in time, doctors clearly told him, morphine which was prescribed to you as a temporary remedy will become a drug to you. You will become addicted to morphine if you continue to take it. Go around the world, look for the permanent cure for your mind. Otherwise, you will become a drug addict. Goenka became very desperate. He ran around the world, tried to get a permanent cure for the migraine, but there is no cure. Nobody could tell him what to do. Looking at this struggle, looking at his desperation, one of his friends suggested to try 10-day Vipassana meditation course in Burma from a teacher by name Sayagi U Barkin. Please note, Sayagi U Barkin is not only a great Vipassana teacher, but he was the first Accountant General in Burma, right after Burma got freedom from British. Not only that, after he became Accountant General of Burma, at one point in time, he was heading 3 additional departments, government departments in Burma. You have to remember, right after the freedom, all the countries struggled to put their shops in order. Right? India struggled, Pakistan struggled, same way Burma also struggled because they didn't know how to run the country. So Sayagi was so efficient. He simultaneously managed 4 departments, also taught Vipassana. Goenka went to Sayagi, told him, dear teacher, my friend suggested me to take 10-day Vipassana course from you because I have severe mind. Sayagi asked, so what do you want to learn Vipassana for your mind? He said, no, my friend suggested if I take a Vipassana meditation, this will cure my mind. Sayagi said, no, go. Vipassana meditation is not a therapy, it will not cure any health problem. It is a journey towards enlightenment. For a better life. Then Goenka said, no, I have to get it too. He said, okay, I can teach you Vipassana, it's a journey to enlightenment. Anything you get other than that is a byproduct. He got confused, then he went back, few days he deliberated, came back to Sayagi again, requested him again, agreed that he will take it up to reach an enlightenment journey. But what happened? Then Sayagi listed down the rules, several rules. One of that is, this is the Buddhist technique. You are Hindu religious. For 10 days, you should not do any rituals of Hindu community. You should completely focus this only for learning meditation. Then Goenka was not ready because his family is very orthodox, religious Hindu family. He came back. Few months he deliberated, but with the desperation, there is no other hope. So he came back to Sayagi again and then agreed for all the rules. Then they started the course. Within 2-3 days, I think Goenka could not put up for the 10-12 hours of meditation on a daily basis. So he wanted to discontinue. One of the co-meditator, a lady, convinced him, saying, just one more day, please be patient. Then he continued. Even in one of the discourse, Goenka thanked her in the discourse. Successfully he completed 10 days of meditation with Sayagi. What started as a 10-day course then continued for next 14 years of association with his guru Sayagi. And Goenka closely worked with Sayagi and learned the meditation, Vipassana meditation in and out. Around 1968-69, he has been appointed, Goenka has been appointed as a teacher and Sayagi approved him to go around the world and teach Vipassana. This is the history and background. Coming to me, I came to know about this Vipassana meditation 6 years back when my niece was trying to attend this 10-day course. Then I did some research, read through some articles, and I felt I added this to my bucket list. I wanted to attend this at some point in time. But taking a 10-day break in a professional life and a personal commitment is a big challenge. But somehow I wanted to do that. Time has come in last month. So I registered in early January for a 10-day course. It's online registration. The list of rules were there, and then I read through everything. I agreed, registered it. I attended the course from March 14 to March 24. So on the day of online registration, I traveled March 13. I booked the Uber, packed everything, did some preparation beforehand, and then traveled to Dhamma Setu Center in Tirumudi at Chennai. Did spot registration and convinced the assistant teacher that I need dedicate myself for 10 days and learn Vipassana meditation. He approved. The center is a very beautiful center. It's a large campus, lot of trees and plants. They try to keep it as quiet as possible for the meditators. So day 0, there is certain rules you have to follow in the Dhamma Center. While most of the rules are okay, few rules I wanted to highlight. One is you have to maintain noble silence. It's not a pure silence. Please note, noble silence you have to maintain. You cannot have any kind of oral communication with anyone, with any of your co-meditators or workers there. You are allowed to talk to volunteers there. You are allowed only for any challenges, issues you have. You are allowed to talk to your assistant teacher if you have any questions, doubts on Vipassana meditation. Not only that, you should not have any kind of physical gestures towards your co-meditators. You cannot have any eye contact or communication via eye with anyone. For all your benefit, the center is divided into 2 clearly segregated places. One area is exclusively for male and one area is exclusively for female. There is no way you can look at anybody there. Only male can look at you. But still it's maintained. Then there are 5 precepts you have to agree for. The 5 are no killing during the 10 days. No lies, no stealing, no intoxicants, and no sex. All these 5 are okay for me, and then I agreed for noble silence. And there are certain things how you have to behave within the center. It's all fine. So luckily, the rooms are actually twin sharing rooms. You have to share with co-meditators. But luckily, at that time, they have given individual rooms for each meditator. They have given bedspread, pillow covers. Then you have to have your personal belongings. So they have given a room to me. I went to the room, set up my room, cleaned the room myself. We have to do that. Clean the bathroom, toilet, everything. You have to hand over your mobile and valuables in the office before you start your meditation. Not only that, you have to hand over any kind of reading materials, writing materials, pen, paper, any digital devices, not only mobile, if you have iPad, laptop, everything has to be surrendered to the office. Next 10 days, you will not get it, only after that they will have it. Then finished early dinner at 6 p.m. There was some 15-20 minutes talk given by the office bearers. Then the meditation started. First day went peacefully. That day 0 meditation. Then went to the room, slept off. The schedule from day 1 to day 10 is same. Morning 4 o'clock it starts. Okay, there's a big gong sound that was done by the volunteers. 4 o'clock it wakes you up. Then you have to finish your morning routines. 4:30 you have to go to the meditation hall. 4:30 to 6:30, 2 hours you can meditate. There is the last 30 minutes, there is a beautiful chanting by Goendas. 6:30, there will be a breakfast, unlimited breakfast, mostly South Indian breakfast you can have. 6:30 to 8 is break time. 8 o'clock again meditation start. 8 to 9, one meditation. 9 to 11, another meditation session. There is a 5 to 10 minutes of break between each meditation. 11, early lunch, 11 to 11:30. Then up to 1 o'clock, you can do whatever you want in your room. Either take a walk or take a bath, wash the clothes, whatever you want. 1 to 5 again meditation, 3 sessions. 5 o'clock, it's a high tea time. They serve fried puffed rice or popcorn, fruits, some kanji, and then tea you can have. It's all unlimited. Okay, there is no dinner. How to live with that? Then 6 o'clock, 6 to 7 meditation, 7 to 8:30, discourse, daily discourse by Goenka. That's the video recording in English, audio recording in India. 8:30 to 9, final meditation for the day. 9 to 9:30, you can talk to assistant teacher if you have any questions. 9:30, you have to switch off your light, take rest. Next day again 4 o'clock exercise. Okay. Coming to the room, it's fully boring because you don't have anything to do. So you lie down, you do your daily work, then you take rest, and you give a lot of rest to your body and mind and focus on the meditation. So day 0 went peacefully, day 1 was good, day 2, I saw 2 of my co-meditators disappeared. I didn't know why, bit of a dilemma. Day 3, I saw some other meditators also disappear. 4 again, I saw a couple of meditators disappear. 5 again. Then I was very curious why people are leaving, why so many meditators continued, why people are leaving, I didn't know. From day 6 onwards, like everybody stayed. Like if you cross day 2 and day 6, you will finish the 10-day course. That's what going on. Challenges, personally coming to my challenges, like I did a good round of preparation on only one item, even though I planned for many. Like I want to sit on the floor, squaring up my legs for a very long time. I could only do for 10 to 12 minutes before I did my preparation. But during the preparation, before I take up the course, I try to extend it as much as possible. From 12 minutes, I went up to 15, 20, 25. Out of curiosity, one day I sat for 1 hour reading some book and I could not get up. Next day, there was severe back pain. I had to give a lot of rest to my back the next day. But in the hall, okay, that was one mistake I regret I had done, which is I curiously started observing a lot of people, whether they struggle, whether they're able to sit properly, whether anybody is relaxing, changing posture, not regularly, but occasionally. That was one mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people struggling. Even one guy who has come from Australia stacked up 3 layers of cushion and multiple pillows around him to do meditation, because that was the physical limitation. So that was one challenge for me majorly. Food, I think initial days I took a lot of food. I filled up my stomach. And during group sitting, I actually started sleeping without realizing I'm sleeping. I thought I'm meditating, but sleeping, nodding my head. Then I went to my teacher and I asked, I'm nodding my head is because of meditation or because I'm sleeping? Then you are sleeping. Then I consciously reduced my food intake. I ensure always I take only half of it. These are the 2 challenges. Apart from that, it was very, very good experience, unique experience. Just few highlights I wanted to do. Please note the center is entirely run based on donations. You don't have to pay any fees. Okay? And this is run across so many countries. There are about 250 centers across the world. India has largest number of centers, about 180. In Tamil Nadu, we have center in Chennai, Tiruvannamalai, and Kanchipuram. They are also setting up a center in Tirupur. And Coimbatore also has some. And the ambience and the rules, food, everything is for some purpose. Their only focus is to ensure meditators get as much benefit as possible in the 10 days, at the end of the 10 days. Okay, so we have to put our best efforts to follow all the rules. Third, the assistant teacher was very good. He was very knowledgeable, experienced, able to clarify, and he was very, very supportive. The volunteers have typically only the old students come for volunteer, and they are all very supportive. They ensure we don't violate any rules, and any challenges, issues, they immediately help us. Discourse by S.N. Goenka was very good. He gives about 1 to 1.5 hours discourse on a daily basis. He just sits up along with his wife, both of them square up their leg and sit and then give a beautiful lecture. He only gives lecture in English. I think he would have been in Toastmasters, I believe, but it was I was astonished because he was at the age of 60, 65, he was able to square up his leg and then talk very well. Please note, there are a lot of celebrities, very renowned personalities attended this course across the world. I'm sure you would have heard this person, Yuval Noah Harari. right? Author of, yeah, world famous book Sapiens. He could not complete the book, but after attending Vipassana course only he could complete. That's what I read. Oprah Winfrey has attended. And Arvind Kejriwal, he practices Vipassana. Kiran Bedi, she actually introduced Vipassana meditation in Tihar jail when she was the Inspector General. Sabina Goenka, his wife, stayed in Tihar jail for 10 days and then taught Vipassana meditation. Now I want to conclude my speech by telling 2-3 points. If you ask me, where do I recommend this course to anyone? Definitely, I recommend this meditation course to anyone who's interested in meditation, who wants to give it a try. I definitely recommend it. If you ask me if I take again one more course in meditation, like in the Vipassana meditation center, definitely I plan to do it at the right time. Then once you complete this 10-day course only, you can take up 1-day course or 3-day course or one more 10-day course for the student. So I definitely plan to take. If at all you sign up, please prepare well. Be determined, committed to give the 10 days in the center so that you get benefited, because it's completely experiential. That's what point is. It's logical and experiential. If you do meditation, you will experience something in your body and mind. You get rid of your craving and aversion. So it is important, since it's experience, after at the end of 10 days, if you find it beneficial, it gives a good result to you, then you can continue. Otherwise, you can stop it, get rid of it, and find another better way which suits you. Overall, my experience has been phenomenal, great. So with that, I want to open up any questions you may have. I don't know how many minutes we have, but still 1 or 2 questions if you have, let me know.
What are the changes you see now?
Physically, my body has become flexible. I am able to sit for long hours. Second, I think my craving on couple of items have come down, and my aversion on certain items I try to reduce. But okay, the first 3 days they teach you Anapana, okay, that is observing your prayer. Then next 4-5 days they teach Vipassana. Final day is Metta, which is Thanksgiving. So right now I'm practicing only observing. I see a good results.
So after completing the 10 days of meditation, right, what kind of practice you do on a daily basis?
They tell you. See, typically, they suggest you to sit for meditation for some time in the morning. Based on whatever the time permit, please practice either in the morning or evening or both times. It gives you a good focus. You are able to focus, your productivity will go up. That's what they say. Any other questions?
How different it is from any other form of meditation? There is a Sudarshan Kriya, there is Kriya based yoga.
There is a lot. That's why I said there are many parts, and I got confused. Even I read in one book, they where I don't know about you hear this author Sivananda. He set up an ashram in Rishikesh. I read one of his books. He said, okay, you can follow any path, but be dedicated to that path. All the path will lead to the same destination. There is only one master, so eventually we will all go there. But follow one. And I don't know the difference between other paths. Because initially I struggled even to observe my breath. After joining here only, I learned how to observe. Please note, it's not like manipulating your breath. You just whatever the way you breathe, you just observe. That's what is thought.
After coming back, you will still contact somebody and get some inputs.
That they have shared the phone number of the teacher, and there is a WhatsApp group created, etc. But I only spoke to one older student who has come from London for some time. Apart from that, I have not reached because I want to set up my foundation, which is breathing properly, observing the not reached. But I plan to attend courses. Even tomorrow there is an awareness session, 1-day awareness session in Dhammasetu. Anybody is interested, they will do.
Why did you choose Why did you choose this particular Vipassana?
I didn't know it.
Other paths, other than as you mentioned.
No, I didn't know about this path. When I started initially several years ago, I didn't know about this Vipassana. Only 5-6 years back I came to know because my knees was concerned. Then COVID came, then I started. Okay. Thank you. I think we are running out of time.
When you talk to people who have been experienced in that, are they talking about any specific benefits?
Yeah, I spoke to Wale. See, at the 10 day they say noble silence is over, you can talk. I started talking to older students. There was a guy from Israel, Amir. There is a set of older students. They sit like a statue. They were sitting like this for 2 hours. I was astonished seeing them. How someone is able to sit 2 hours like this? I spoke to him. He said he has been practicing meditation for 7 years, but he also faces the same challenge what I was facing. He said a lot of benefits. He served as a volunteer in the Tiruvannamalai Center and then has come here as a student again to practice meditation. I also spoke to some of the volunteers. A very young volunteer by name Steve, 22-year-old guy was there. I asked him, "You're Christian. How did you come to Buddha?" He said he tried Arupin Jodi, the fantastic thing. He knew 36 Vivagana. I don't know what is Vivagana, but he was telling, "Do you know that all that he read, he spoke to Healer Bhaskar and blah blah blah." But he's so impressed, he's seeing a lot of benefit, that's why he wants to come. So they all see benefits for the student who has that, and volunteers have seen a lot of benefits. So it's not a marketing. I'm just sharing what I heard. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Good evening, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and Toastmaster Vijayakumar. We struggle a lot to give 5 to 7 minute speech. Many of us, after 1 or 2 speeches, they are stuck. They don't move forward. Some people go up to level 2 and level 3. After that, they get stuck. I know many people. To deliver a long speech like this, 18 to 22 minutes speech, is a great task. I appreciate you were valiant to take up that speech. Vipassana again, when you come to the level 5, prepare to speak professionally. Generally, people will talk about motivational things, inspirational, things like that. But informative, this was very informative. You made that informative speech very interesting. People were kind of glued to you throughout, I could sense it. There was no disturbance, no talking to others, and no sleeping. No one, though I was in the front, no one snored, so I assumed no one slept. You talked about the history of Vipassana, where it started, how it was started by Gautama Buddha, how it got distorted, and how Burma alone had this good practice, pure practice, and how it was brought to India by Goenka. You gave a lot of information completely about Vipassana for anyone here to know. In fact, we were all motivated. The first time I came to know about Vipassana was through a Toastmaster Sivatanu when he went for Vipassana. Second experience is from you, though I talked to you also a lot. The humor part, I was thinking it was getting very, very boring at one point because I already had talked to you. But the moment you started telling, the co-meditators disappeared. You couldn't get up when you were preparing for, a Vipassana thing, and you ate a lot of food and you were not sure whether it was meditation or sleep. Like that, you made it very, very interesting, humorous from the time you started that part. And some aspects like craving and aversion, you were able to develop as a benefits. You said, and interesting facts like Tigar jail, in Tigar jail, Kiran Bedi introduced that. I have a couple of suggestions. In the beginning itself, you could have opened it with some interaction with the audience because it's a long speech. You compensated that by making it I mean, Q&A at the end, but then you could have started in the front. And also, when answering some question, craving and aversion, you could have given specific items to which you you developed that thing, okay, craving or something. And body movement, you could have done something because you were almost standing in one place and doing it. If you take care of these things, then you can give even longer speeches, better speeches. Thank you. All the best.